Hi, welcome to my channel, See Mary Make. Today I am making a mostly Dollar Tree miniature Christmas tree. The supplies I'm using for this are 2 of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees, some zip ties also from the Dollar Tree, my glue gun, not from the Dollar Tree, glue sticks from Walmart. I got this tin at Hobby Lobby on half off in the Christmas section. It was only a couple bucks. Floral foam from the Dollar Tree, I'm pretty sure. And then I have some ribbons, and I got those pine cones that are on like a wire, like a little garland. First things first, you're going to need to open up your trees, obviously, and push all of the branches to one side of the tree. And you're just going to do that with both of them. Then you're going to place them back to back after removing the little piece on the base. And I just used 3 zip ties to tie them together. Sorry, the cat's going to be in and out of the video. He's very curious about everything. He's only about 16 weeks old, so yeah, he's going to steal my zip tie. And then I have to get a new one. But yeah, so I just used 3 zip ties, one right at the bottom of the tree, one right in the middle, and then I just put one a little further up too. Once you put those on and pull them as tight as possible, you are going to need to snip the excess off with just a pair of scissors. That's me making sure it's going to fit in there, okay? Because I didn't try first. So also something I didn't mention in the supplies is if you have them available or can get them, I would also use some rocks or marbles, something to put inside of the tin to give it weight. I just have this little piece of floral foam that I already had on hand, and I didn't have any rocks, so I used them all up during the fall. But you're just going to hot glue the floral foam in there. Then I would place the rocks around it if I had them. And then, this is me explaining about the rocks. And then I would, I would just place them around it just to give it a little bit of weight. So I'm just going to take this tree now and just stick it right in there. I'm keeping this inside. It's not going to be moved around or touched a lot, so I'm not gluing it in. But if I were like going to gift this or sell it or put it outside, I would definitely glue it into the foam. I would probably put some E6000. I would pull it back out after poking the hole, put some E6000 in it, and then some hot glue, and then stick it back in. So now I'm just going to arrange the branches to make it look fuller. And the way I'm doing it is I'm bending them downward instead of out. I know some people like to bend them like straight out. I like to kind of bend them downward with a curve in them because I feel like it mimics a real tree a little more. And it's also, doing it that way is also going to help you hide the zip ties without having to worry about painting them or placing ornaments in front of them, things like that. So I'm just going to do that with all the branches all the way up the tree. And then the tops of these trees have these tall pieces, so I'm just kind of like bending them in half and making a shorter point on the tree, and then bending them down with a curve, just like I did the other branches. The excess part that's sticking off. So once you've got the tree all fluffed up, then it's time to decorate. I had bought and had on hand a couple different things, and it took me a little while to kind of figure out what I was doing. We have a camera angle change, and that's me saying to make sure if you use something like this, a little tin, that if there's a seam, which there was in mine, make sure you keep it to the back. Make sure you know what part of the tree you want to be the front. So I'm just going to start off by putting oh yes, some ribbon. Oh, and I did not buy this ribbon from Dollar Tree. I bought this one with the gnomes on it from Dollar Tree. It's so cute. But I kind of wanted to use it for like wrapping gifts too. So I'm going to use this little bit of buffalo check ribbon I had left from Hobby Lobby, which, you know, right now their prices are really good because their Christmas stuff is 50% off, so you're not paying that much. That was me deciding whether I wanted to put it down the tree or around it. And I only have this one small piece left out of this roll, and I didn't want to open a new one. So I'm just going to wrap it around once. Well, twice, technically. And the way I did it to kind of get like the most out of it was I made sure in the back to like put it as close to the trunk of the tree as I could, so that it wasn't taking up a lot of the buffalo or a lot of the ribbon around the back. And so now I'm going to add the pine cones on, this little pine cone garland, which I did get from Dollar Tree. And I bought the ones that look like they have snow on them, the little like flocked pine cones. And I started to wrap it and decided that I wanted to curl the wire because it's really long. And I didn't want to have to wrap it around the tree 80 million times because how long it is. And I also didn't want to cut the pine cones off because I didn't want to have to glue them to the tree, because maybe next year I'll want to change the decorations that are on the tree. So I'm just using this, and I'm just going to wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it around a million times until the whole thing is like a little curly Q. And yeah, sorry you can't really see when I'm doing that well. And sorry that, it looks like I'm talking the whole way through this, which I am. And here I am doing my second strand because I did put that one on, and then I guess I accidentally deleted that part. I didn't feel like it was enough. I felt like I needed more. So, and the cat took it. So I was actually almost done with the second strand, and the cat grabbed one of the pine cones and ran at the end, and it stretched the whole thing out, and I had to recurl it when I only had like a foot left of it to do. So yeah, kittens are super fun, guys. But so yeah, then I had to redo it, the whole thing. That was really fun. So now it's all curled. And I was just using that little spatula I use for hot glue to do it. You could use a pencil, chopsticks, skewer, depending on how skinny you want it, if you want to do it that way. And this let the pine cones be closer together. And so I just wrapped it around the rest of the tree. I'm not really giving too much love or attention to the back of the tree because that's going to be against a wall, so I didn't really decorate that so well. Now I'm going to make just a little bow for the top of the tree out of this cute gnome ribbon that I bought. It's so cute. That was me second guessing what I want to put on top of the tree, because I had a couple of other ribbons over there and some little ornaments too, but I decided to go with the gnome one. And so what I did is I just cut a piece. I didn't measure it, or I just kind of eyeballed it, and then I folded it in half so I could know where the center is, and then I folded each side over. I opened it, then you can kind of see what I'm doing, I hope, really well. Maybe not. I like crisscrossed it. making sure to keep the center in the center. And then I'm doing that with another smaller piece to make another, like just a little, another front piece, shorter, smaller piece for the loopies for the bow. I don't know what to call these things. Sorry. Then I'm going to, yep, here I am. See, folding it over. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really measure it. I just did what I did. I'm not the best bow maker. I'm pretty good at making like those really messy bows that just kind of look crazy, like a regular present bow kind of. It's like these really cute structured bows. I'm not that great at. So I'm just gonna, I did that, and then I just took a little spare piece of wire, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was just a snipping from the end of one of those garlands. And I just wrapped it around there and twisted it like you do a bread tie. And yeah, did that. And now I'm just kind of fixing things, turning them to look the way I like, and fluffing them up some. And checking the size, make sure it looks okay. And now I'm just snipping the little tails. Just fold them in half and snip at an angle from the corners into the folded part into the middle of the ribbon. And then I'm going to attach it to the tree. And to do that, I'm going to take another piece of wire that I had, which is actually kind of like a bread tie. It was holding something in a package from the Dollar Tree. Oh, a bow. I actually have some like red and black bows over there that I wanted to use, but it was like, it didn't look right on the tree. It was like too big at the top of this little tree. But I just took the little twist tie that came on it and I shoved it through the little wire that I already put on there, and now I'm going to just twist it onto the tree. And lastly, I'm going to add some of these berries, which I also got at the Dollar Tree. I think they're really pretty and really good quality for only $1 for each little bunch you get. And I'm just using some little wire nippers and cutting them, and they're like flying everywhere as I do it, which is fun. The cats were running off with them, and they really liked that they were flying all over the place. But I'm just going to keep snipping them, cut a few of them apart. I have these on my regular tree in my living room this year, and they are so pretty. They're nice. They're not like a super, I mean, they're red, but they're not like a super bright red. But they're like a nice deep red. And they've got just the tiniest bit of like flocking and glitter on them. And I think they are so pretty. So this is just a leftover bunch of them I had that I didn't use for my tree. Next year, I hope they bring them out again, because I'm going to need more. Because this year I only have a pencil tree up in my living room. Next year I'm going to put my regular tree back up. So now I just place all the berries in the spots I want them in, making sure to put most of them on the sides and the front. I am one of those people that doesn't really decorate the back of my tree if it's against a wall. Big tree too. Now, if it were in front of like a window and people were going to see it outside, I would decorate it then. But no one's going to see it. It's against a wall. So, same goes for this. I'm not going to decorate it in the back. But look, it looks so cute from the front. And here it is in its little spot on my hutch. Or on my hutch. What am I talking about? On my cube shelf. Jeez. I've been thinking about hutches lately. I did add some fairy lights on it, which I didn't record because that was like a last minute thing. But I think it came out really nice. It's a super easy little project that anyone can do. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you soon for more. Bye.